So with 2 wins under our belt back to back, can we make it a third against Norwich? Greetings all, and welcome back to another one. This is obviously a good one. It's a tough one, but let's get into our normal format and head over to Martin for our injury news.
So, injury news, as we all know in every single video, Martin's handy dandy trusty bit of paper. So, not much of... Shut up. So, not as much injury news today, but however, 2 very, very good news. Callum O'Hare and Fabio Tavares will be back soon. Don't know when, but they'll be back soon. And Ben Sheaf, Kelly and Van Avijk is still out. You spelled his name wrong, by the way, but... it's with a W and then a J.
Yeah, well, I had to write it quickly because you forgot to put it in. So yeah, quick discussion about VAR. Do want your input on this one, so leave a comment below. Should we have VAR in the Championship? And the reason we're going to have a real quick discussion on this one is because we've all known about the Liverpool game the other day, where VAR pretty much failed. Pretty much failed. That was miscommunication. However, you've got to look at VAR, and it's still, even though we've had it for quite a while, it's still sort of like early days, and there's still going to be mistakes, but you're going to learn from these mistakes.
Yeah.
And obviously it's going to improve. And each time that there are mistakes, things are going to get better and better and so on. Now, the reason I said we wanted to talk about VAR in the Championship is because there are people that were screaming and shouting about the game, our game midweek, and they were saying that if VAR was there, then it would have been a goal for Bristol.
No.
Not Bristol.
No
Blackburn.
Blackburn, mate.
Which is not particular Bristol for the next game, but Blackburn. Right. But we're going to talk about the that particular goal in a little bit. But yeah, but that's what Blackburn was saying, is there should have been VAR. So,
I agree with them.
Do you think VAR should be in the Championship?
Personally, yeah.
Well, I do as well. I do as well. I mean, because if you look at the Premiership, there's a lot of money involved in the Premiership. A lot of money involved in the Premiership. So yeah, you're going to have it. But the thing is the Championship is filled up with ex-Premiership teams who all want to get back to that top flight. So there's going to be a lot of controversy in the games. There's going to be a lot, people are really going to be fighting. So yeah, I think that in the Championship there should be VAR.
And especially for the big teams that are coming down, they're knowing that there's no VAR in the Championship, so I reckon they're going to take advantage of it.
Yeah, bigger risks.
Compared to us, for example, like Coventry, who hasn't had VAR such a long time for other top flight clubs, we're not gonna be used to it.
Yep. Yeah, I do. So yeah, me personally, I think VAR should be in the Championship.
I think so.
Leave your views on that one below. So Blackburn game, it was quite an interesting game. Quite an interesting game.
Very interesting game.
And from a stats point of view, I'll get to that in a minute. Hence the reason I'm doing this, because there's some stats I want to go.
Because it's a stat man.
I'm a stats man.
It's a stats man.
Is for me, I think the foul on Wilson, it was definitely foul.
It's definitely a foul.
Both his hands were on the ball. So I think the referee made the correct choice. And if we were to have VAR, that would have definitely picked it up. So the referee made the right call. And he actually went over and obviously spoke to the linesman, and no goal. So, sorry Blackburn, you lost. I think from the start of play, I think we're definitely improving. There's still quite a lot of silly mistakes, and I think the gelling part is starting to come.
Starting to improve.
It's starting to improve. Not as fast as I really like it. However, there are definitely some good signs. Good signs ahead, and it's good that we've got in this it rolling a bit now. We're sort of getting a bit more comfortable, I think. And let's just go straight onto the goal. I what a strike for Biari. It
Oh.
was absolute belter, and it was just off the bar. And Hadji Wright is what a striker waits for. He waits for something like that because that's where a lot of their goals come from. You know, a save that the ball's rolled back out, come off the crossbar or something like that, just for them to knock it in. And he did it. So that was really, really good. So yeah, I'm pleased for Wright actually, and I'm hoping this is going to be a turning point.
I hope so as
Really
well.
hoping this is going to be a turning point, because for what we've paid for him, you know, he should have been, you know, 5 or 6 in by now. You know what I mean? But anyway, let's hope. I did read somebody said that they would like to see Wright and Sims start. Reading on one of the forums.
I do.
Yeah, I think it'd be interesting to see them pair start. But then again, I'd sort of feel a bit sorry for Godden, because I mean he's, you know, put a lot of effort into these first few games. So yeah, a bit of a tough one. That, I don't know. That's down for obviously Robbins to decide on that one. Yeah, I think it'd probably be good to see. But then, you know, it's what that if it ain't broke, don't fix it scenario, and things are working at the moment. So yeah. I just want to go on to the possession. I'm going to do more game stats in a minute, but the possession, 35% for us and 65% for Blackburn. And the thing is, I look back at previous stats against Blackburn, and you know, our possession has always been lower than Blackburn, and yet we've won. Right? Which makes me think, or actually don't make me think, this is how it actually is. Possession's not really an indication of if you're doing well. And the reason being is because, like Blackburn, they've got 65% of the possession. Majority of their possession was in their own half. So yeah, they may be knocking the ball back in their own half, but if they're not attacking, that possession, pointless. Now, if that 65% was in your attacking half, that's good.
No.
So you got to look at that stat and sort of think, well, 65% is actually pointless. So whenever you're actually looking at how you're doing, you look at this possession business. Just because you've got a lower amount of possession doesn't mean you're not performing very well. So remember that one. Anyway, let's get on to some stats. Okay, so week 11, Norwich. That is on the 7th of October, 3 PM kickoff at the CBS Arena. Yes, it's a tough one.
It's a very tough one.
Yes, top goal scorers, us, Godden, still on 5. Norwich's Rowe, still on 5. Form. This one is a bit confusing for me for Norwich. But anyway, for us, won, drew, lost, drew. Norwich, lost, won, lost. How are they so high up the table with them losses?
Who knows?
It's baffling, isn't it? Absolutely baffling. But anyway, head to head, this is why this is a tough one. We haven't beaten Norwich in the last 5.
And hold on.
We've only drew once, and we've lost 4. The last 4 times we've met have been losses.
Now hold on. I'm gonna stop you there real quick.
Go for it. When was the last time we beat them?
I know exactly, but it's gonna be a little trivia for you lot. When was the last time we beat Norwich City? Question for you lot. Pause the video. Go comment down below your guesses, and we'll tell you at the end of the video.
Yes. Last time we met, it was a 4-2 loss. I didn't even bother looking at who scored and all the rest of it. One of Norwich's was an own goal, if I remember rightly.
Probably, I don't know.
Yeah, it was an own goal.
I remember.
Do you remember that one?
Yeah.
But that's as far as I went. So table, Norwich 7th on 16 points. How's that possible with that? The loss, win, loss.
I don't know.
Really don't get it. But anyway, unless that's a mistake, but that's what I'd found. But anyway, we are 13th on 14 points. So we're actually not that far behind. 2 points away. I mean, you know, if one of them draws that we had would have been a win, we'd have been up there with them. Yeah. But and if we do win, it could put us in the playoffs.
It could.
it could potentially put us in the playoffs. But there is a game that is going on today at the time of recording, which is Birmingham and
West Brom.
So that could alter
change
that playoff place depending on that. But at the time of recording, that is as it stands.
So, prediction times. Who wants to go first? Do you want to go first? Or do we need to go first?
Well, I'll normally go first. So I'm going to let you go first this time.
Okay. Personally, it's going to be an incredibly tough game, but I've come to the conclusion.
Oh, it is so tough. It really is a tough one because we're on a roll.
We're on a roll.
You know, but then looking back at stats and that again, for me is we never or very rarely do 3 wins on the bounce.
It's hard to say 'cause
so that's why I put that.
Yeah, I don't want to be biased or anything. I see yours there, but I'm weathering. Do I go with that as well, or do I?
Well,
I'm gonna be honest. I say we're gonna lose this one.
You reckon?
I reckon. I say we're gonna lose 2-1 by a late goal again.
You reckon?
And they concede and goal again. That's what I reckon.
I've actually put a draw. I put 2-2. And the reason being is because the last time we met, we may have lost, but the rest of them have been draws. And going by our way of playing at the moment, of where we just seem to draw quite a lot. I know we're on a roll, but like I say, is you know, we don't normally do 3 wins on the bounce. So for me, I'm thinking it's not one that we're going to win, but I don't think we're going to lose. So I'll put a draw, and I think as well it's going to be 2-2. And I'm going to say exactly what you said is we're going to give the game away in the last few minutes. So yeah, we're going to be ahead, and then last few minutes, boom, we're going to do the old let them score one.
Score one.
Yeah. Oh yes, on to the answer to the quiz.
Right, the trivia question of today's video. When was the last time Coventry City beat Norwich City? And the answer is 2009. 2009.
2009. That is a long time ago. That is long.
Do you remember the score?
2-1?
Something around that, I don't know.
That was actually just a pure guess, but
I don't know. Let me just have a quick little
2-1.
look actually. It was either 3-1 or 2-1. Let me just have a little look, guys. It was 2-1. And the goal scorers for us was Jordan Henderson and Fox.
So I've got it right, 2-1. Woohoo!
And the former Sky Blue Jordan Henderson is now playing in Saudi Arabia.
Oh, I don't know.
So guys, thank you all so much for watching today's video. Please make sure to go like and subscribe and turn post notifications on so you do not miss a single video of ours, and so you don't miss the next video, which is against Bristol City on the 21st of October. So this is me and my dad signing out, so please stay safe and bye.